Hi, this is DJ Fob Fresh from Segashiro.com, and today we're looking at Panzer Dragoon, a epic launch title for the Sega Saturn back in 1995. Now this game is strange in the sense that it makes an evolutionary leap in 3D graphics for the time, but still links to the old school arcade games of the past. It's a rail shooter at heart. It's a beautiful, beautiful game. Now let me get into this a little bit. Now some people might complain that graphically by today's standards this game looks a little crude, but what this game has that many other games lack today is a truly unique sense of artistic style. It's one of those things that Team Andromeda was really known for, and they really developed and conceived it with this title. When developing this game, the team really wanted to ensure that the game didn't look like anything else on the market at the time. It had a fantasy element with the broadest palette of colors available to them, and they actually opted out of using Sega's own texture library and decided to create their own just for this game. Furthermore, they actually developed their own language around this title, which would continue in the later series of games. So really this game has a truly unique feel that you don't find in a lot of other titles even today. This title is not generic, it's very, very unique, and it's a Sega Saturn classic. So let's take a moment here to look at the gameplay roots of this game. Now, it is an on-rail shooter, it is an arcade-styled game. Sega wanted a title to carry on the legacy of the Space Harrier franchise, and this game does that in spades. However, it builds upon that whole shooter franchise in a very significant way. So first of all, Team Andromeda gave you a lock-on ability so you could target multiple foes at once, or target one enemy with several shots. Now that was a great way to open up the gameplay department. Furthermore, what Team Andromeda did was they gave you a 360-degree view of the environment, and that really sort of let you, absorb the great art style in a very real, tangible way. Also, it opened up the gameplay because you could get attacked from all sorts of angles, and you have to be constantly aware in a 3D sense of your environment. So as an early 3D game, they really captured a great aspect of 3D environments and 3D motion. The gameplay is extended by the fact that you can perfect your score, you can do perfect runs, and so while the overall length of the game is short, some people have criticized the game for being the best 45-minute game you've ever played. I find that criticism a little harsh because, most game players are going to get beaten down by this game. This game is hard to beat. This game takes a lot of practice to really play well. The controls are beautifully done, however, they do have a learning curve. And, this is a game that, unlike so many other games, gets more and more beautiful as you actually progress. So, as you move through the levels, you see Team Andromeda doing more and more amazing things. Furthermore, kind of like Shadow Colossus, this is a game where, despite what leaps the narrative takes or what the storyline's doing, you really cultivate a friendship with your on-screen avatar and the dragon. And some of the best gameplay experiences I have are the ones where I write the story in my own head, and Panzer Dragoon is just a great enough universe and a great enough starting point to let you as a game player do that. Sonically, this game is lavish and richly textured. It's got a beautiful score. In fact, in Japan you could even buy the musical soundtracks for these titles. That's how well done they are. If you're looking to add this title to your Sega Saturn collection, it is a must-buy and must-own. Segashiro.com will be looking at the later entries of this franchise soon enough. Keep on gaming. This is DJ Fob Fresh, signing out.